Good morning. Good morning. Lift up your mind. Good morning. Good morning. Lift up your mind. Have a cookie. Mm. Mm. Now, anybody that saw Matrix knows exactly why I offered that cookie, right? uh, the other day I did a video on Simon Peter and the quality of hearing. And I'm going to do part two because I think it's important to know even more of why Simon became Simon Peter, the Rock. So, again, we all never complete collection here, the never guarded collection. Okay, so I'm going to start from the first disciple, quality of mind, Simon. So some of it you had heard in the first video that I did regarding him. So be patient until I get to the next part, okay? But if you hear it again, that means you're supposed to hear it again so that you can be even stronger in your thoughts and your consciousness. Okay, here we go. The first disciple, or quality of mind, is Simon. The first quality to be called and disciplined is Simon, or the attribute of hearing. This faculty, when lifted to the level of a disciple, permits only such impressions to reach consciousness as those which his hearing has commanded him to let enter. No matter what the wisdom of man might suggest or the evidence of his senses convey, if such suggestions and ideas are not in keeping with that which he hears, he remains unmoved. I'm going to stop there for a minute. He remains unmoved. You know, that's like when you go to the store and you know that you want those grapes, you will remain unmoved because you know you want those grapes. You don't want those over there. You don't want those over there. You want those grapes right in front of you. You remain unmoved. This one has been instructed by his Lord and made to understand that every suggestion he permits to pass his gate will, on reaching his Lord and Master, his consciousness, Lord being law, okay, his consciousness leave its impression there, which impression must in time become expression. So what you impress upon your mind, you express in your life. The instruction to Simon is that he should permit only dignified and honorable visitors or impressions to enter the house, the consciousness of his Lord. No mistake can be covered up or hidden from his master, for every expression of life tells his Lord whom he consciously or unconsciously entertains. Let's stop there for a minute. The instruction to Simon is that he should permit only dignified and honorable visitors or impressions to enter the house of his Lord, the consciousness. Okay, so, you know, my mother used to say, you hang out with dogs, you're going to get fleas. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. She was a wise woman, wasn't she? You know, but you think about it. Who would you let enter into your house? Well, of course, there's some people who will let anybody in their house, but that's not me. So if you don't let just anybody into your house, why would you just let any thought into your mind? That's your house. This is your house. Okay? And thoughts that go, you know, you hear these things and thoughts go in your head, and then those negative thoughts want to hang out and linger, and you'd be like, really? Okay, so let's move on. When Simon, by his works, proves himself to be a true and faithful disciple, then he receives the surname of Peter, or the Rock, the unmoved disciple, the one who cannot be bribed or coerced by any visitor. He is called by his Lord Simon Peter, the one who faithfully hears the commands of his Lord, and besides which commands he hears not. So if the Lord, the law of his consciousness, didn't say it, then he didn't want it. It was like, no, I don't think so. Okay, that's not happening. All right, so let's move on. It is this Simon Peter who discovers the I am to be Christ, and for his discovery is given the keys to heaven, and is made the foundation stone upon which the temple of God rests. Buildings must have firm foundations, and only the disciplined hearing can, on learning that the I am is Christ, remain firm and unmoved in the knowledge that I am Christ, and beside me there is no Savior. I am that I am. My. So simple, yet so very complex. Why is it simple? Because, especially if you speak any part of the English language or the American slang language, you say, I am. I don't speak any other language, so I don't know how they say it in any other language, whether they say I am. But here, where I live, where I come from, the language I speak, we say I am. So I am is the Christ. I am is God. I am all that there is, and all that there is I am. So I am. What are you saying behind I am? When you recognize and you understand that I am is a firm foundation for your life, for what you want to create in your life, for what you want to hear, in your consciousness, that I am, you're supposed to put good things behind it. You're not supposed to put bad things behind I am. How do you put bad things behind I am, which is God? So, God doesn't get sick. I'm using this as a personal, external God, okay, because that's where most people are. Here. Have another cookie. Okay. It's like, I am. I am magnificent. I am awesome. I am blessed. Oh, wait a minute. Good Lord. I am too blessed to be stressed and highly favored. But yet and still you got a bad attitude with the world, so how the heck are you highly favored? And how are you too blessed to be stressed when you walk around with a bad attitude? That kind of I am is not the I am that we want. That's a conceited, pompous, like I'm better than you kind of I am. That's not happening. That's not happening. But try to remember that when you use the words I am, that you stand on strength. You stand on love. You stand on knowing that you are responsible for making your life. You are responsible for making it happen. In quote, I am the Father of one. I and the Father are one. Now, some people may say that only goes to Jesus, but I'm going to that 7-year-old girl, me, in Catholic school, when the teacher came out and read in the catechism, that I was made in the image and likeness of God, and I looked around the room, and I saw no image that looked like me. I went home and looked in the mirror. 7 years old. I went home and looked in the mirror. There, I saw God. There, I saw Goddess. There, I saw divinity. I looked in my 7-year-old eyes, and I saw God. I still see God. Also, at the age of 7, the teacher read out of the catechism. Jesus said, you can do what I have done and greater things. So my 7-year-old mind raised her hand and said, does that mean we can walk on water, multiply the loaves and the fishes and all the other things that Jesus did? And my teacher said, no. And I said, what? I'm 7. I didn't say what. I said, but you just read to me that Jesus said that we could, and you're saying we can't. Somebody's lying. She never answered another one of my religious questions. I didn't get punished. But I remembered what Jesus said, not what my teacher read to me and then told me, no, I can't do that. But you just read it to me out of the daggone book. You told me that Jesus said this, and now you're telling me that I can't. So who is telling the truth? Who am I supposed to believe? Am I supposed to believe you? No. I am supposed to believe that which is true. I can do, well, I'm sorry, this isn't the Bible, but it should be. You can do what I have done in greater things. Come on, Bella. Okay? Yes, Bella. Say hi. Say hi. You know, so just keep your I am strong. Okay? Remember, in these times, I am, whatever you say behind I am, make it powerful. Make it strength. Make it love. Be conscious of your I am. Don't be unconscious of your I am. Be conscious of what you say. Be conscious of what you do. Be more conscious. It'll help the world. It'll help your world. And that's the most important world to help, is your own personal individual world. Because when you take care of your own personal individual world, then it radiates out into every other part of the world. So be like Simon Peter. Be a rock. Know that I am is God. Oh. Whoopsie. There, you got that cookie. Y'all have a great day. Much love. Say bye-bye. Bye.